What nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. And today's manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Märchen Crown chapters 42 and 43. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. So considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked spring anime season coming to a close in which we are covering Akane Banashi, Yomi no Tsugai, Miramashita Arumakan, Digimon Beat Break, Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom, Witch Child Tillier, and Marriage Toxin, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So the last chapter of Märchen Crown that we covered, we saw that Mikkel was breaking through into Rapunzel's tower. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. All right, let's see if Mikkel could do it. So chapter 42 is titled Reunion. We did it! Mikkel, we did it! Finally, at long last. I'm here, Rapunzel. It's me. Do you still recognize me? Probably not, huh? I've grown quite a bit. Sorry it took so long, so will you let me in? All right, let's see. Ooh, she's letting him in. Mikkel. Mikkel. Volka? Volka, are we inside the tower? Everything's pitch black. I wonder why. Is that really you, Rapunzel? Ooh, it's Rapunzel's head. And it's on top of a pile of roses and thorns. I still think it's weird that it's roses. Like, the thorns I understand because those are the thorns that were on her tower, but roses, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the, Mikkel's the rose warrior and shit like that. But anyways. Rapunzel, it's me. It's Mikkel. Do you have an idea how much I missed you? Rapunzel. Oh, it's the witch! Not so fast, Mikkel. You've done well to make it this far. You've truly acquired the strength worthy of a king's branch. However, I'm afraid I cannot hand her over to you just yet. You witch! Out of my way! If you try to stop me, I won't hesitate to cut you down. You cannot kill me. Woo! For I am not of this world. Just as a beast in a painting cannot bite the hand that has painted it. Try me. Do not be foolish. Tell me, what were you doing then? You were watching us the whole time, weren't you? Even as Rapunzel was killed and everything after that. How come you never stepped in? You could have saved her back then, couldn't you? I am but an onlooker. It is not my place to offer you direct assistance, though I do have my will. Even if I am no more than a piece of the puzzle in God's greater picture, I will still lead you where I see fit in accordance with my own will, and now is one of such times. Rapunzel, begin. What? Where are these tremors? The tower is rising? Where's it headed? We are headed for the very same place your father ended up. The place... Wait, what? The place he turned his back on he turned his back on his destiny. We still have some time before we reach that place, so allow me to tell you everything about Rapunzel, about you and your father, and all about this world. Wait, what? Okay, so we're getting the truth, and this chapter saw the truth perfectly enough. But we're going to get the truth about this world. And also, of course, as a chica, this art is just goddamn stunning. Okay, and it keeps getting even more stunning. Let's see. A long, long time ago, the gods born of the heavens and humans born of the earth were engaged in a never-ending battle over world domination. Amidst the conflict, in order to finally put an end to thousands of years of strife, the supreme goddess and the great king of men decided to heaven bestowed its blessing upon the earth, and the people in turn gave the heavens power through prayer. Their marriage wove together a perfect order, which should have brought peace and harmony to the world. However, the king was killed by his human wife, who was jealous of their union. Oh no! One might say it was inevitable that both the inherent foolishness of human nature and the gods' arrogance of making light of human bonds were to blame. But as a result, in her profound sadness, the goddess fell into deep and never-ending slumber. And even as she slept in an attempt to ease her sorrows, she sought to create a new ruler of men. Oh, so the princesses came from her. For that purpose, she created 13 princesses in her likeness and brought them into the world, along with 13 witches to guide their fates. So there are 13 princesses, and so far we've seen Rapunzel, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and Red Riding Hood. So we've seen 4 of the 13 princesses. The princesses should eventually find a companion who would become an extension of the king, a so-called king's branch, and join the battle for the thorny crown. She wished to bestow the thorny crown, the symbol of the ruler of men, upon the last and best among them, to at least bring to fruition her unfulfilled marriage. That makes sense. That is the purpose for which you have been made to fight. So then, you're saying Rapunzel is the goddess's clone? Yes, as is Belia, whom you've once fought, and Barba's companion Talia as well. But what about, so is Volca one of them too? All of this is God's plan. You, myself, and the princesses as well are merely playing our roles in the story they have woven for us. So we're just pawns? That's so arrogant? Is that what you wish to say, Mikkel? You would be right. Gods and their ilk are so full of arrogance and deceit. They feel no remorse over using and toying with people at will, as if that were only natural. The order of the world is the will of the heavens. And I know, like 13. I know you guys are thinking 13 princesses, and also like the especially for those that have read Dragon Ball Kakame, you guys are thinking of the 13 universes too. Or no, it was 14 for that one. I think. Yeah. At some point, I could no longer accept that. I no longer wish to merely record stories, but to write my own instead. And that is what brings me here now. Ooh, 777! Where are we? A place where people are not meant to set foot. And yet here you are, having slipped in the cracks between heaven and earth. Olan Tabriz. Woo! Far beyond the reaches of heaven and earth, it is the divine realm that lies beyond the azure sky. The divine realm? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Who goes there? You dare trespass upon the divine realm. Step aside, minions of God. I do not wish to entertain your mindless cogs. Ooh, such insolence! Yo! This power, how can a mere witch possibly... Holy shit, she's rebelling against God! I hereby rise in rebelling against God, for the sake of the pitiful and downtrodden, whom you continue to deceive and exploit, and for the ones dearest to me. I am Judith the traitorous witch! I am Judith the jealous! Yo! Yo! Marching Crown is just fucking awesome! Holy shit! People are sleeping on this manga, man! Yo! She's Judas! But damn, I like the lore for this. I really do. I find the lore for this fascinating. I like that the princesses were created in the goddess's image. And of course that the king, her husband was killed because of his jealous wife. That, I think, is great. That feels like something straight out of the Brothers Grimm. Holy shit, what a twist. Oh my god. This is interesting. Oh my god. Someone said here, this is like Wario No Seraph with Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy joined together. Holy shit, it really is, huh? I really hope... God, I really hope that this manga is like people in the comments are like, oh my god, this manga is getting axed, huh? I hope not. I really like this twist. And people are wondering like why this lore couldn't be introduced earlier. I think the lore couldn't be introduced earlier because Mikkel had to do this betrayal Mikkel had to be betrayed first for it to happen, for Judith to have this resolve. But oh my god, this is such a trip. The Judas Witch! The Judas Witch! What do you guys think of this? I love this. I can't wait to see where it goes from here, but let me know your thoughts and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more March and Crown content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.